your vote shouldn't be like by associating yourself to a specific party and voting loyalty to a party. The notion of that's history. Like that shouldn't exist anymore because there's so much gray area in where our society stands today, right? Like I'm pro-choice, right? So what does that mean? Like for me, yeah, I said it. I'm pro-choice. What that means for me is my personal set of beliefs. I don't believe, like, if I was to get a woman pregnant right now, later, if I was to get a woman pregnant, I personally feel that my set of values as a person should not. I would not support that woman having an abortion. Because me as a human being, it was my responsibility, right? It was my responsibility to use contraception. I was the one who chose to have sex. I know what the consequences of having unprotected sex are. I didn't do my diligence as an adult to prevent that from happening if it was unplanned, right? So why should I go in and end the life of a potential child because of my mistake, my child? I have 4 kids, and I can tell you that each and every one of them, I wouldn't even thought a million fucking years to have an abortion with them because that's not part of my personal belief system. However, I'm still pro-choice. Why? Because my country gives people the freedom to do what they feel and how they want to pursue their life, right? So what does that mean for me? That means that if you don't agree with my perspective and who I am and what I represent as a person and my morals, and you're not negatively impacting me and my life, then why should I tell you can't get an abortion? That's against the Constitution, right? So for me to say pro-life, you should never get an abortion, well, that's bullshit. Because me as a person, I shouldn't be able to dictate how someone else lives their life, especially if they're not hurting me or my family or loved ones, right? However, to caveat that, at the same time, because of my personal feelings about that perspective, I also shouldn't be responsible for paying you through my tax dollars for you to do something that I don't agree with. And not just that, but the way I look at it is if you went and got yourself pregnant, Justin Meyer, and you decided you want to get an abortion, why is that my problem? Why should my tax dollars go towards your abortion? And that's my take on the abortion, right? Is if there's government provided services that provide abortions, aka Planned Parenthood, those shouldn't be funded by tax dollars. Now, should there be low income medical care provided for families that are, in poverty who need assistance? Yeah, sure. So maybe that private organization or that government organization provides much more than just abortions, aka contraception, and the ability to educate themselves on sexual health, and maybe give them a varying rate based upon their income, right? But the way it works now is like, hey, the government funds this thing. Here's the flat rate, what it costs to get an abortion. Come in, we'll fucking take care of it for you. That's not okay. Jay Meyer said, I've only been pregnant 4 times, to be fair, so far, actually. Yeah, see? Exactly. And that's where I'm going with that. And I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your username, Attilathon. Sorry, but personal responsibility. Right? What happened to personal responsibility? Like action, consequence. Action, consequence. Like me as a human being in the world, my actions should not negatively impact other people without consequence. Right? Like, bottom line. AKA, that's why laws exist. Right? Like, I can't drive like an asshole drunk on the freeway 20 miles an hour over the speed limit. It's against the law. Why? Because those actions are going to negatively impact other people. Right? That's why laws are in place, to make it fair across the board. I can't walk around outside butt-ass naked and go grocery shopping with no pants on because other people don't want their kids seeing my swinging cock. It's against the law. It's called indecent exposure. Action, you walk around with your dick out, you're probably going to get arrested. Why? Because that's stupid. So why is it that there are certain actions that can somehow be justified even though the consequences for those actions are known to be negative? Right? Like, you don't want a kid, don't have unprotected sex. Why is that my problem? You got pregnant. Guess what? Congratulations, Dad. Like, cool. You know? But going back, like, at the same time, like, if you want to get an abortion, congratulations. Like, you're paying for it. Guess what? Like, that's what you want to do. You want to, you know, you don't want to protect yourself. Well, guess what? You're now paying to fix your own issue. Like, I don't have to pay for that. You know, it's like your brother calling and asking you to bail him out of jail because he got into a bar fight. Well, you got into a bar fight, dude. I'm not bailing you out. Sorry. Like, would I ask the taxpayers to bail me out of jail because I robbed a bank and got caught? Well, I knew the consequences. Well, guess what? I can't afford bail. Can you bail me out, taxpayers? No, the taxpayers aren't going to bail you out of jail. So why am I asking taxpayers to pay for me to get an abortion?